Still working on Mr. Jason Works a Lot's trailer that I bought. I am slowly but steady getting trailer decking put on it. I don't know, this is just one project that I have not been motivated. I just cannot get motivated to really come down here and get to rocking and rolling on this. I've been working on it for like 4 weeks now. I'll come down here and put like a board or two on and get tired of messing with it. Usually in the evenings after work, so I'll come down here and tinker with it, pull some boards off and yada yada yada. I guess just not having enough boards to finish it. We haven't been on any clearing projects, and I'm trying to use all white oak, so I'm just waiting till we come across some more logs and I'll get them milled up. But it's been a little aggravating for some reason. I don't know why, but the drill bits love breaking. I've broken like, there's like 5 there. There's another one missing somewhere, but I broke all of them. I got so mad I just went on Amazon and ordered like a 10-pack of them. But I'm working on it. Like I said, I don't have enough boards, and some of the Durham boards are different thicknesses, as you can see right there in the thicknesses of some of them, but it'll wear down and all match up. It's going to get logs dropped on it and beat banged on it anyway, so. But yeah, a little rub rail on the inside, chain tie down. It turned out good, so I can hook a binder in there like so. If I can do this one-handed, maybe. Well, you get the point. That'll slide up on there like that, and then I can chain down using any one of these versus using only the 3 D-rings that are all the way down the side and never where you need to be. So and then I do have my logging poles right there, so when I haul logs, can put these in here, and that'll keep them from rolling off the trailer. So I think I'm finally just going to bite the bullet and take the mini right here and finish ripping these off, because I'm tired of prying them off, and you can't unscrew them because all the heads break off or are stripped out. So I'm going to, I think it'll work under here. I'm going to fire that up and see if I can just rip these boards off. It might get a little violent, though. We'll be sure to film this. So my fabulous camera decided it did not want to record. I had it sitting on top of the tractor, and when I went to get it, it fell off. So I don't know if it didn't record or the 8-foot fall to the ground kept it from recording, because it took a minute to get it back going. Anyways, I took the mini and broke all the boards loose, as you can tell. Now I got them. But you know what? That was the easiest way to get those off of there. And now I got to go and get all these screws out of here, get this cleaned up, and lay the rest of the boards I have on the ground on here. So I got a few more down, then I had to go take me an unplanned about an hour break. I had a little whoopsie doodle. I was sitting there drilling that, and I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I was standing right here, and somehow my foot slipped off and I fell down in between there, and I landed right there at that clean spot on top of one leg going that way and one going in between there on my leg right here, and have peeled the skin off from right here to about right there. And it's about as purple as these. Well, it's purple. The jeans aren't purple, but it's purple. And oh, there's my hat. There's where my hat ended up. I had to boy, I had to lay here for a few minutes to get my composure. That knocked the pure crap out of me. And but I'm not gonna, like I said, I had to go take me a little break, get my crap back together. But I'm gonna come back and see if I can't finish drilling these, and I'm just gonna work till I hurt too bad to stop. There ain't no need to waste a nice sunny and 70-some degree day. But I'm gonna work on the wood this time and not stand on the beams. And that'll be a smart idea. But I'm gonna at least try to get all these screwed down, and I think I got enough for one more and to do 3 right there. Well, I've run out of wood, so I guess that's a good stopping point. I got these put in. I've got to finish screwing that board down. Actually, I take the mini excavator and bang it down to fit in between of them. One of them had a little bit of a bow, so I'm gonna call it quits on this for today and go ahead and go dump all my old trailer decking in a burn hole. I dug a hole because when I burn it, I don't want 500 screws hanging out in the middle of the field for me to run over and stab in a tire. So I dug a little hole in the back. Let's go and dump those out. A little warm in here with no air conditioning. A little toasty. Third gear. So they got done with the fence. I'll do a little update video on that after this, once I dump that. Got everything hooked up and it is working great. I love it. The grass is starting to come up. I know it looks, well, it is brown, no doubt, but it's the grass seed's coming up compared to the wheat field right here. Well, there's no really comparison to it. But all the seed that was put out about 3 weeks ago drilled, you can start to see the lines where it was grain drilled, seed drilled, whatever you want to call it. And if you hit it just right, you can see the lines. Anywho, they did a phenomenal job on that. I am tickled to death. It'll be a nice pasture. Got a couple trees out there for some shade. But yeah, turned out real nice to corral too. Got a buzzard. Must be something dead over here. But I dug a hole right here to burn all this junk in, all those old fence posts and everything. That way I don't have nails, like I said, all out in the field where I usually burn. Bang that one time. Sometimes boards like to hang on the bolts for the cutting edges. But I set that fire, my pile that was up here, I set it on fire. Let's see, what day was it? Monday? No. When? What day did it rain? Thursday? When? I don't remember. Thursday, I think. Wednesday evening. Yeah, I set it on fire Wednesday evening. So 4 days now. Today's Sunday. Well, 3. And all that's left is one stump. Is all that is left. I'll just probably scoop it whenever I set that stuff on fire down there where I just dumped that, and throw it in there and get that cleaned up and abandon burning in the pasture. Try to get all the grass coming up good. It'll be a little while. Probably wait another month or so for cows, and I'll probably have to feed them because that grass is definitely not going to be grown in by then. But it's a start, and we'll go from there. Still smoldering away. And last but not least, they got the fence and everything done. So here is the walk around of the corral. The corral is probably way overkill for what's ever going to be here, but might as well do it right the first time, never have to do it again. It's a 30 by 60. It'll probably hold about 20 cows instead of about the 4 that are going to be in it. But yeah, they got all the hot wire up. Like I said, everything is just perfect. You look down there, got latches put on all the gates. The grass seed is coming up, as you can see, in the rows. Like I say, you look down the fence and it's just perfect, perfectly straight as far as you can see. About to get another shower, so that should help the grass seed. It's been down for about almost 3 weeks today. Actually, it was drilled 3 weeks ago. They go in here and they trim every post even. I mean, it's just top-notch work. Put a post right here so you can tie the gate open. Probably going to put the water trough over there just to get them familiar with this. But Everything is very nice. You got the holding area right here. Then you come down here to the chute. Might have to, gonna try it and see how it works. Might have to end up coming in here and putting more boards just to kind of completely block the view, at least these top two, so you can't see out when the cow or bull or whatever is traveling through here. Probably just take a sheet of plywood and put over the gate. But the loadout chute will be right here when you back a truck up, and then you got the head gate right there. So everything turned out real nice. I'm very happy with it. And I think I had, shut that, had a couple people wanted to see how the corners were made. The fence is currently off, but there's 3 hot strands, top, middle, and bottom. That should keep coyotes out, hopefully. And then you got your 2 neutral wires right there, so that it'll kind of ground out better and be a better shock if somebody decides or something decides to push up against the fence. So every post, they've got it insulated and nailed up tight as a banjo string. I mean, nice work. And I'll go down here and show the corner because I want to show the field fence as well. That pile is still smoldering away, slow and steady. I got to do a little shelter somewhere out here in the middle, but I'll do that another day. I got a friend's gonna bring me some light poles. That'll work perfect for that. I got plenty of wood under the shelter. But on the corners, how they brace it up, or they do run or drive in bigger posts. Then you got your cross bracing. They use the wire to, and then also another post up here. They drill it out. My phone is just going off. They drill it out, put a pin in there, and then wedge it in there, and then hammer that in there, and that locks it in there nice and tight. The power for this fence is buried in the ground about a foot deep right here. The controller is about a quarter of a mile up there. So I decided on the property line here, went ahead and had this field fenced in, just so if anything gets out, at least on this side. Eventually I'm going to do the whole entire farm, but the budget did not allow that. But I mean, everything, look at it, perfect. But I had them run a hot wire down the perimeter fence, and that is what is bringing power back here to supply this field, because I have no power source all the way back here. This fence line here is 2,400 feet long, so it took a lot of field fence, but it is put in here. It's tight, very tight. And I got gates installed, one here and one up there, just if I ever have to access the outside as far as mowing or whatever, I have access to be able to get the tractor through here. And I put in a screen gate to kind of, I mean, it also serves the purpose of keeping any animals or coyotes or whatever out. I'll end up backfilling under this gate some so that nothing can go under it. And they got the tensioner there. The wire goes down here underground and comes back up and ties in right here. This is what allows the power to go from this side of the fence under the gate and start again. But it is done right. I like it. They got I've never seen these before, the clamps, but it's stretch taut and you can open the gate up and pretty much just hang from it, and it doesn't move. I'm swinging from it right now, and it doesn't even wiggle. Nothing like nice work. Oh, and you know how if that side's locked you can break in, well, with a adjustable wrench? Well, you could do it here, but they run screws through each side to keep that from sliding down and your gate eventually falling off, because that will happen over time. If an animal gets up on here and starts wiggling it, it'll slide that right down, and next thing you know your gate falls off, and all you gotta do is just push that up and it can escape that way. But yeah, everything turned out well. I am very pleased, and hopefully have enough saved up in the next year or so. Maybe go ahead and do the rest of the farm. That is about another 3/4 of a mile of fencing. That's a lot.